Good evening YouTube and welcome to the channel. Tonight I'm going to be fitting a stainless steel heel guard to the rear brake master cylinder in a Royal Enfield Himalayan, and I'm going to talk about why that's so important. It's such a simple job, but it's a very important job. Stay tuned. So this is a stainless steel heel guard for the rear brake master cylinder, the Royal Enfield Himalayan. There's lots of different styles. You can buy them on Enfield accessories, you can import them from India like I did with this one. I'll put links in the description. So the tools I'm going to use tonight are a 5mm Allen key or hex key and a little tiny bit of blue Loctite. The rear brake master cylinder sits right here, directly above the peg. It's also quite close to the ground relative to a lot of other parts on the bike. So if it falls over and hits a rock, it can obviously damage it. Right, I put this here for illustration purposes. You can see where the heel of this very tough boot sits in relation to the rear master cylinder. So when you're working that heel up and down on the bike, you could be at risk of damaging that. There's lots of hard TPU and plastic on here, and this is always going to be working against your brake cylinder, your master cylinder. Now it's designed to protect your foot in a fall against all of these rocks and stuff that you see. So if you fall over, it's going to protect your heel, it's going to protect your ankle, but it's not going to protect your rear master cylinder. The new stainless steel heel guard goes right in here. So I'm just going to go ahead here. I've got my little hex key. I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to loosen these two bolts off. Super simple. These are not too tight actually. Should be able to get these out by hand. Now the screw's big enough to go all the way through with the steel plate on, but because we're using the same bolt, I've put a little bit of blue Loctite on there just to help hold it in place, because it's not a longer screw I'm using. Start this off, putting these in by hand. As I'm putting this in, I'm just lifting it up because I want to put it back in exactly the same spot that I took it off from. Obviously the bolts will hold it in place. Let's go ahead and just tighten that down. That's it, perfect. Now, with all of these modifications and added little safety features that I've started to put on the Himalayan, I don't want people thinking this bike is made of cheese, because it's absolutely not. It's actually adventure ready right out of the box, almost more so than any other bike you can buy. It's also easy to add things on, bolt things on, and because of that there's lots and lots of aftermarket parts out there that just might help you. You just never know. If you tumble the bike, if you come off, if you go into a slide, if anything happens, these parts are there for a couple of quid. If they're going to protect your bike, if they're going to save your ride, whatever it happens to be, they might just be worth buying. But my fingers are burnt right through because I stuck them to the exhaust. It's not clever, don't do that. That's it for this video guys. I hope you liked this. If you did, give me a thumbs up and subscribe down below. In the next video I'm going to be fitting GV engine guards to Royal Enfield Himalayan. Engine guards are probably one of the most important modifications you can do to an adventure bike. If you want to see that, watch this video here. I'll see you in the next one.